What's up, y'all? Welcome back. You already know what time it is. No rambling, getting straight into the story. You already know the vibes. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab your snacks, and tune in for this tea.
Hey, I don't give a fuck by none of that shit. By none of that shit. I don't give a fuck by none of that shit.
I am never wearing this again, y'all. It is so much lint in the air. Ugh, I can't even see. I don't like these. I don't like this. Look at this. Okay, y'all, when I first did part one, I decided like I'm gonna just catch y'all up, fill in some blanks, and then give y'all the quickest rundown of what happened when we lived together. I was gonna keep it between me and Dum Dum, just our drama, but I decided if I'm gonna tell it all. Because in 2 months, there was a lot that went on, so this story might have 3 or 4 parts, because y'all know I'm gonna give y'all every detail. Another disclaimer, y'all, I started recording at 6:37 a.m. and that must have been too early for me because I caught myself telling the story like y'all already knew these people and y'all already knew what happened. So this story is a little bit all over the place. Part 3 will not be like that, I promise. Just bear with me on this part. So yeah, y'all, that on top of taking 50 breaks because my neighbor's yelling loud enough that it's getting picked up on camera, recording this video was a lot. So if you haven't seen part 1, I highly recommend you go back and watch that first. Y'all really need to start from the beginning, because part 1 is not a recap, it's filling in gaps. This I'm definitely not recapping, so y'all really gotta watch the Storytime playlist. I will leave it in the description box. Highly recommend y'all watch that first. The hardest part about this part is try not to confuse y'all, because it's a lot. It's a whole lot of like, I want to give y'all the backgrounds on my relationships with these people. So for this part, we gonna have to introduce new people because now I'm at Dum Dum house. Like, I'm basically living with her. In this household, it's Dum Dum, her 2 daughters, her brother, her mom, and sometimes her brother baby mama. We gonna name Dum Dum brother Jody. And I don't know Jody mama name, but we gonna name Dum Dum mama Kim. The situation was very much giving baby boy. And when I sit back and think about this, it's crazy. So one thing I have to mention is that I had history, not like history, but I've had encounters with Dum Dum's brother and Dum Dum's mom before I knew anything about Dum Dum. I feel like it's some kind of like weird karmic cycle. I don't know. It's just like, how can that be? Like, so the first encounter I had with that family was with Jody. Jody was in this little, I don't even want to call it a gang. I don't know. It was, we're gonna call it a group for YouTube's sake. Jody and Dante was in this group together. Chelsea and Dante is the ones who brought in my card. Go watch that video. One day I go to Chelsea's house. She asked me to spend the night at her house. So I'm like, okay, cool. When I get there, she was like, girl, we going to Dante's friend's house. We gonna stay over there. And I'm like, for what? Like, why? Like, she was like,
girl, I'm trying to see my man. Like, I haven't seen him in a minute. So we just gonna go over there. We gonna chill. We gonna smoke. You don't gotta smoke if you don't want to.
Because I did not smoke. Bruh. She could tell I'm not with it, so she started trying to hype me up. So she like,
Dante friend so fine. Like, you lucky, bitch, you lucky. You wanna switch. I'd rather talk to Dante friend.
Bitch, come on now. Like, she just really trying to dry hype me up, because bitch, you know damn well you wouldn't be comfortable with me talking to Dante. Like, I'm just like, girl, all right, you dragging it, like the fuck. I'm not even buying into it. I'm not like, oh, he fine, oh my God, da, da, da. Cause mind you, I was not boy crazy. I was never boy crazy. Like, when they was running around having a different boyfriend every week, like, it couldn't be me. Like, no. All of my boyfriends, like, you know them little fake relationships in middle school, but that my fake relationships last, or I didn't have a boyfriend at all. That's it. She expected me to be hyped up, like ready to do thought shit with her. No. I'm very underwhelmed, bitch, because I don't have to be around dudes and shit. Like, I just really want to chill. Fast forward, we get over there. It looked like they had just moved into this house. Like, it was still plastic and stuff on the furniture. Like, everything was everywhere. Like, at the time, I didn't know that it was giving trap house, but it was. Because it was very dark. Like, all the lights downstairs was off. I don't know why we was just sitting downstairs in the dark. The light going up the stairs, like, lit up the living room. We go upstairs into Jody's room. It's like, I don't know if that was bunk beds or whatever, but whatever. He had 2 different beds, most likely bunk beds. So I come in, I sit on the first bed, Dante on the other bed, and then Chelsea go over there and sit on the bed with Dante. Oh my God, look at all this lint just flying around. And then Jody comes sit by me. I'm just chilling, like they smoking. He put a towel under the door, to hot box the room. I'm like, oh my God, this gonna be one of them nights. I swear to God, I did not want to be here. Mind you, she hyping up Jody the whole time. Whole time we get there, it's not even giving what it was supposed to give.
It's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give. No, I wasted my money.
Jody was all right. Like, he was not. She hyped this man up so much. I'm thinking like he's so fine. Jody was very skinny. He had braids. Like, what? I'm so confused. So yeah, they just hotboxing in the room. I'm catching the damn contact because they hotboxing up in here. My eyes is low and shit. And so Chelsea started texting me. She was like,
girl, I see the way you looking at Jody.
Bitch, what? I can barely keep my eyes open. What are you talking about? How am I looking at Jody?
Girl, I see you over there eyeing Jody.
And then she said it out loud. She was like,
I see you over there eyeing Jody.
bruh, I'm not eyeing Jody. I promise you. I must have been like, girl, I can't see, okay? I can't see. It's smoky as hell. Look at my eyes watering. I'm feeling good, like, y'all. Definitely was high off the contact. Now I look over and Jody all up in my damn grill. I'm like, oh my God. Please back up, sir. It's not giving that. It's no. Y'all, another thing I forgot to mention is Jody had this super long pinky nail. It kind of looked like a pimp pinky nail or something. Long story short, we was like playing around for a second and I like accidentally fell over on him and broke his pinky nail, y'all. The look on his face was devastating. Like, you really would have thought that I shot him the way this boy was acting. It's late as hell. It's probably about 3 a.m. and I'm like, damn, we dead ass not leaving here. The thing I didn't like is that she really set this up like we was finna all be in a room, like coupled up. First, I don't even know this boy. And you expect me to sleep in the bed with him? Oh my God, like, no. Her like, I want to sleep in the bed with you. Like, I don't know this nigga. Like, I don't even know why I said that because obviously first of all, she know both of them. Secondly, one is her man and she want to sleep in the bed with her man. So I'm like, dang, I really gotta sleep in a bed with this nigga. I do not know him. Just from like talking, like I wasn't super uncomfortable where I felt like he was gonna do something to me. But with that being said, I did not sleep that night, okay? I literally did not sleep that night. When I felt myself dozing off, nope, pop my head back up. I'm not sleeping at all. So we sleep for maybe like 30 minutes. There was like 30 minutes of no movement. Like, this nigga really went to sleep because he was that high. Like, he really went to sleep, and I thank God. But like, I'm not going to sleep. I don't give a fuck. Like, you could wake up in the middle of the night or whatever, get to touching on me and I'm asleep. No, I'm not playing those type of games. Not saying that he would have. I'm just not playing them type of games. I'm up, and then I start hearing noises. I know this bitch not fucking in this room. I could have lived my whole entire life without hearing that. It was very much, I don't like being in a room when people doing stuff like that because you don't even know if we sleep. Hell, I guess they did not care because they was going at it. I was just like very uncomfortable. I feel like she just bought me as a tag along just so she could get her some, so I could entertain Jody because like I don't even understand why I was there. In the middle of the night, I start hearing somebody screaming Jody's name. They're like, Jody, Jody, Jody. Mind you, I'm up, so I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like tapping Jody, like, get somebody calling you, like somebody calling your name. Jody, get up. Like, I just hear like a quick conversation. All I heard was like, can you watch da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. So Jody come back in the room. I'm like, who was that? He was like, that was my sister. I was like, oh, okay, like, what the hell? Like, she really woke up the whole house. Like, she really screamed. Come to find out, that was Dum screaming Jody's name. Like, I didn't see her face or nothing. I just heard her voice. I didn't see her or nothing. The next morning come, as soon as we got to her house, I knocked out, woke up, went home. I should have really just went home because telling her that I didn't want to go didn't work because obviously we still ended up there. Long story short, that is my first encounter with Dum Dum's family. Second encounter with this girl's family. I actually worked with her mom, Kim, at Walmart. Didn't know anything about Dum Dum, didn't even know that she was Jody's mom. She real cool, like, you know, like we started talking. I almost never see her. Like, she always ended up like disappearing. If she was on the register and I was like putting back returns, I would have to do both because she would disappear. I would have to like put a bell out and walk the whole store putting back returns, and when I hear a bell, run back all the way back up to the front to register 15 and check people out. I always wondered like where she be going, like what the hell does she be doing? I always see her like sitting down somewhere. At the time I was thinking like, okay, she definitely don't want this job. Come to find out, I'm really not gonna put all her business out there, but yeah, she had like valid reasons for always disappearing and stuff. At first I was just thinking, oh, she don't want this job. I don't like working with her because I always gotta do like every single thing by myself. But when I found out like what was going on with her, okay, that's very, very much understandable. She didn't even work there for that long, but we were cool. Like, we were cool, we would hug and talk and all that. She actually quit like shortly after. I'm not even sure how long she worked there. I wanna say maybe like a month or two. She didn't work there for long at all. We did have like a little bit of a relationship. With that relationship, like when we would talk and stuff, she would just be talking to me like,
yeah, you would be perfect for my son.
and I'm like, oh, who's your son? Because I'm very much single. Then she say his name, Jody. But she say his name like I'm supposed to know who he is. I'm just like, okay, like Jody, his name is like, it's not super common, but it's common. Like if I heard it, like I don't, like, it's not ringing no bells to me. I don't know who this is. She was like,
You don't know my son?
and I was like, no. Am I supposed to know him? And she was like,
Everybody know my son. Da 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 da.
going on and on and on about her son, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know him. I was like, well, do you got a picture of him? Because I don't know him. She was like, no, I don't have no picture of him, but I'm gonna find one, show you when I get one. So weeks go by. I mean weeks, because like I said, I barely ever saw her. Like we didn't work together that much, and then when we did, like I barely comes back everything. She was like, this is my son, like super proud, like her son was like about to go to the NFL or something. I'm not trying to throw shade because I got no problem with them. She was a proud mom as if her son was about to like be drafted, when in actuality her son is just a dealer. Just like, okay, I know you better be proud of your son, okay? She saw me the picture, I'm like, oh yeah, I do know him. She would just always say things like she want me to like talk to her son, and she don't like his girlfriend and da 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 da. Mind you, his then girlfriend, now baby mama, me and Chelsea also went to school with her. Y'all, this shit goes deep. The rabbit hole goes deep, and I hope y'all not confused. I hope y'all keeping up. Kim is just telling me like, yeah, I don't like his girlfriend. Mind you, she never said the girlfriend name, so I don't even know who his girlfriend is at this point. I'm like, why you don't like her?
She not the type of girl I want him with. You seem sweet, like you the type of girl that I want him with.
Going on and on and on and on. I'm just like, I don't know about that. I ain't breaking up nobody's happy home. I'm not breaking up nobody's miserable home. I'm not doing it. I'm not trying to be part of the family. That was the most brief and quickest way for me to summarize my two encounters with Dum Dum's mom and brothers. So now we're gonna fast forward back to the story. The whole argument with my aunt happens, and now it's the weekend and I'm at Dum Dum house. Mind you, I had only ever stayed at Dum Dum house for 2 to 3 days at a time. After 2 to 3 days, I had just about had enough. Like, I was always ready to go home, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm never gonna talk to this bitch again. So she's telling me like, yeah, there's this job fair for Academy on Monday. It was like the call center part of Academy, and they was paying a nice amount. So she was like, yeah, we should both go, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah, we could go. Like, mind you, at this time I had never worked at a call center. She worked at a call center before. And I'm like, yeah, you know, something new. They paying a lot, like plus commission and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, definitely. At the same time, like I'm running around trying to get things faxed over because I was trying to go back to school. After like school and shit, like I started working. I was a worker bee. Walmart, worked at Walmart for 2.5 years. I definitely wasted time just working my life away. Oh my God, I need to go to school. Girl, I was trying to really get to Dre too. It was school and it was Dre, because Dre kept telling me like, come to school with me, like let's go to school, da 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 da. Half it was like he influenced me to go to school, the other half it was like I was just trying to really like keep up with what he was doing, which is not good. Like y'all already know. Save it. I don't want to hear it. Save it. I already know. So yeah, I'm running around trying to get shit faxed over, trying to get my stuff together, da 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 da. Real last minute shit. When you doing this, you really got to do this like months ahead of time, because anything could go wrong. you could need anything and it could take weeks to get there. And it was, y'all, it was a whole lot. But I'm running around trying to get it done. Mind you, I still didn't have a car because Dre had messed up my car. So that means Dum Dum is running me around. And she not really running me. She ran me to like a few places. Like, I don't even want to make it seem like she was doing a lot for me, because she definitely was not. If it had anything to do with me, school, and my paperwork and stuff, she was not interested. But as soon as you bring up a daiquiri or some liquor or her baby daddy, oh, very much interested. Antennas definitely went up for that.
Where was your antennas?
Once I see you not even interested in like helping me, I'm not even gonna ask you no more. I've never really seen how it was at her house beyond 3 days. I grew up like real sheltered, so I thought like I wanted her, not her situation, but her freedom. I thought I wanted her freedom, you know, being able to do what you want to do. Like, you got 2 kids and you can still just get up and leave at 3 a.m. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of wanted that. That's why I was at Dre's house a lot. Like, that's why I was at her house a lot. Little did I know, that is not the life I wanted. Like, I did not want that, y'all. People in and out, up and down the stairs. It was too many people in and out that house. Like, it was a literal like trap house. They was trying to make a trap house and a home. The time is ticking and these 3 days is approaching. 3 days was my cue. That was my,
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
that was my moment. Like, at the 3rd day, I'm going ahead and head out. So it's like a Sunday. Dum Dum is fake holier than thou. So this Sunday she went to church. I think she would like feel some type of way when I told her I didn't want to go with her. She would get mad when Devontae didn't want to go with her, but it's like, you can't force people to do. The next part, I put too much information in the next part. Basically, all I was saying is, if you seen part 1, you know how she liked to leave me in her house and have me play babysitter all day. And that's what she did this Sunday after she came from church. She did not come home. She went over to Devontae's house and chilled literally all day.
Early the next morning.
Fast forward, the next day comes, we're going to the academy interview. The night before, I'm trying to look up academy call center interview questions. And I'm questioning her like, yeah, what kind of questions do call centers ask? She just like,
I don't know, but just like try to sound professional like you've already done it before.
mind you, she tells me she had already worked at 2 call centers by now, so you can't like help me like with a question or two. We got our interview clothes on, we riding. She just had like,
We about to work together, we can ride together, it's gonna be so convenient, blah, blah, blah.
I'm hyped, I'm kind of hyped, but I'm not too worried about it, because in my head, I'm thinking like, whether I get this job or not, it don't matter. I'm about to go to school, I'm getting all my stuff together, and I'll be off to school, getting me a little education. We get to the interview, y'all, it's a group interview, and not like a group of like 5 people, y'all. It's like a group of 10 people in this interview, including myself. And it's like, the interviewer asks a question, you go around the table and answer the question, but it's like, it was so fucked up because I tried to pick a seat close to the interviewer. So I was like second, so I couldn't even really piggyback off of nobody's answer. Y'all, I was not ready for these questions. I was not ready for the group interview. If you have like something like social anxiety, you know what I mean. Like, I do not like getting up and speaking. I don't like the attention to be on me. I do not want to be the center of attention. I don't like that. I don't like all eyes on me. Like, I can't do it. Good morning. I'm bombing this interview. Like, I know I'm bombing this interview. I'm not even trying to. So at the end, I'm like, okay, like, I'm finna try for real to answer these questions. So the last 2 questions, I know I remember doing a good job on. But obviously, that was not enough for me to like pass the whole interview. So after the interview, like, they split you up. Like, they call certain people into one room and then leave the rest. Everybody get up, get out, and like, either they'll walk you to the other room because you potentially got the job, or they're gonna walk you like into the waiting room and like tell you to have a good day, or like wait on your ride or whatever. So y'all already know my group got walked to the waiting room, have a good day. But it was embarrassing because you gotta walk by the room that's gonna get the job, and it was like nothing but glass. So I'm walking by and I see Dum Dum face, and she was like she mouthed what happened to me, and I was like, afterwards, she come out, she was like, what happened, da 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 da, and I'm just like, girl, I don't even know, like, I was not prepared for them questions or nothing. And she was like,
dang, like, they really asked the same questions as my other 2 jobs, basically. I didn't know that I could have told you those questions.
And I'm like, girl, you could have told me them questions as a reference. She was like, well, I didn't know, my bad, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, you know what? I'm not even tripping because I'm finna be up out of here anyway. I'm going to school, boo. going to school. I'm getting me an education. I'm finna be gone. It was a shift because she was making like a certain amount, and now I feel like she thinks she like better than me because like she got this job that I couldn't get, and now she finna be making a certain amount of money. Like, it was definitely a shift. We'll get there. So for the next few days, I'm like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get all this shit in so I could get on down to school. Y'all, I was not playing about this. I was so dead ass serious. Like, I was doing any and everything I could do. All this lint, this fur, Lord. I was doing anything and everything I needed to do to get up into the school on time. The semester had already started, but I was trying to start the late semester, like the second start, the late start, whatever. Like, I'm on the phone with FAFSA all day. I'm on the phone with the school all day doing the... She would just be wanting to go to Devontae's house. Mind you, Dre is at school. No, I do not want to go to Devontae's house and sit around in third wheel with y'all like we always do. Like, no. She would be like, she about to go give him something or pick him up and take him somewhere and then come right back. But she would not come back for hours. Mind you, I'm at her house with her kids. No, I have a problem with that. No. I just felt like me being there was her way of like getting more freedom. I feel like in her eyes. And I'm just like, girl, I will go back home. Shit. The hell? She started working that job, I think like a week later or something. Her kids start going to school. Basically, I'm like there at her house by myself every day. And then Jody baby mama started coming over. She don't talk to me at first, but one day she like,
oh, what you living here?
I'm like, girl, yeah, like just for a little while, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just like giving her the rundown or whatever. Like, we started talking out of nowhere because, mind you, like I said, we was not cool at first. Like, I think she was just high or something and she just started talking to me. I'm just like naturally not a mean ass bitch. Like, you really gotta push me and take me there. Like, I'm not just mean off the rip, unprovoked for no reason. One thing I can say about me is I can be pretty blunt, but that's not mean. Don't ask me some shit if you don't want a real ass answer, or like don't do some shit to me if you don't want me to like keep it real with you. And with Dum Dum, I really felt like I literally had to walk on eggshells about her feelings. Like, I just could not. What I'm about to say next, this happened before everything. Like, this was before we was cool and everything. And somehow the baby mama knew that I knew Jody. So the baby mama ends up telling me like, yeah, one day me and Dum Dum went to Devontae and Dre's house or whatever, and she brought me over there so I could talk to Dre because she was mad that you kept bringing girls over for Devontae, so she wanted me to talk to Dre. And she told me that you knew Jody, whatever, and y'all used to like talk. Bitch, what? I know that I told Dre that when I first met Dre because I was like, what the? Like, my mind was blown. Like, I did not know Dre knew these people and da-da-da-da. So I told Dre. I guess he told Devontae. I'm not sure how it got back to Dum Dum, but that seems like the only possible way because I know damn well Dre didn't tell Dum Dum himself because he don't even like her. And then I think back on what incident she talking about, and I remember Dre telling me that something happened. She was trying to talk to him type shit. And I was like, why you all in this bitch face? Like, I'm going off on him because I don't know the full story. He was like,
man, I don't want that bitch. She like a crackhead, da-da-da-da-da.
I was mad. And I was like, I don't like that bitch. And he was like, how do you even know her? I was like, I went to school with that bitch. I don't like that bitch, da-da-da-da-da. Like, now I don't like her. At first, I didn't have no ill feelings towards her. But now you're trying to talk to my dude off of nothing. Now I don't like you. And obviously, them feelings had went away because it was so long ago. Like, her, I'm like, girl, we weren't even cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. Yeah, she told me the situation from her point of view. Come to find out, Dum Dum the one who put her up to it. So I'm like, wow, okay. Like, I can't even really get mad about it because like, we weren't cool. I get it. Like, you know, yo dude, to her, it looked like I'm just doing that maliciously. But little do you know, like, your man is begging me to bring girls around for him. But that's fine. You didn't know that. So slide. You can slide. So it's really just me, baby mama, and Kim home. Dum Dum mama. And Kim never left her room. She always stayed in her room. So I guess baby mama phone up and she like,
can I use your phone to call my dad or whatever?
So I'm like, yeah, like whatever. I just give her my phone, not thinking nothing of it. But I'm noticing like she doing a lot with my phone. There's like a lot going on over there. And I'm just like, what the hell is she doing? So she talking and like typing something into my phone too. Like, I don't know. I just see her like thumb moving a lot. So I'm like, girl, what you doing? Like, you need help with something? She was like,
nah, I'm just high.
Yeah, she ended up calling her uncle, saying whatever she had to say to him, like something about turning back on her phone or giving her some money or something. So she gave me back my phone, and then like 10 seconds later, she like, like she do this like goofy high laugh, and she's like,
I'm not gonna lie, I had to go through your messages and contacts to make sure you didn't have Jody's number.
They always yelling. It's so early. Y'all, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. They need to shut up. I'm trying to record. I'm already a day behind. Shit. You had to go through my messages and contacts. And that is why I don't trust nobody with my phone. Like, I did not know this bitch was doing all that. Like, who knows what she went through? Like, who knows what she's seen? I'm just like, girl, if I were to talk to Jody, like, that's too close to the family tree. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty. Like, I know me and Dre daughter is not directly related to Jody and Dum Dum and all that, but one of Dum Dum's daughters and my daughter, they are cousins at the end of the day because Dre and Devontae are brothers. So that shit just too close to the damn family tree. Like, it's giving Sweet Home Alabama. Like, why would I talk to Jody? I'm not talking to Jody ever. Since it's only me and the baby mama at home, basically, because Kim really do not leave her room like that, like, at all. So since it's only us at home in the daytime, of course we're gonna like talk all day and like bond and shit and get to know each other. So one day I remember she get to talking and she was like,
girl, what do you be eating? Because they don't never have no food up in here.
girl, who you telling? I be literally sitting up in there starving all day because, like I said, my car was messed up. Like, it got totaled. So I don't have a way to go do it. Like, that was like a real miserable time for me. Like, I felt like I didn't have shit. Like, I felt helpless. Like, and it would have been the same at home. Except for at home, I would have had some damn food, bitch. I would have at least had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, so she was like,
girl, I get food stamps. And like, we could go to the store.
Mind you, Dum Dum got food stamps too. Ain't nothing wrong with food stamps, okay? I'm not trying to play nobody. Ain't nothing wrong with food stamps because when I did end up going to college, bitch, I was on food stamps too. I was a broke college student. It's all about what you do with the food stamps though. Because in that household, Dum Dum household was the type of household that was like, they spent all the food stamps the first half of the month. And then the last half of the month went hungry. Y'all, this girl, I think she got hers like the third of the month. She was counting down to run to the store. Like, that's how bad it was. She waited till midnight till the stamps actually hit the cart. As soon as they hit that cart, she was at the store. Like, I remember doing that with her one time. I was like, girl, you need to stop buying crawfish, boiled shrimp, and just like buy food. Like, buy food that's gonna last. You buying snacks and juices and shit. Like, girl, if baby mama wasn't there, like, I would have been starving up in there because the food she did buy, she made me feel like I couldn't touch it. Like, it was for her kids or it was for her mom, and her mom could only eat certain things because of her condition. So don't touch that and don't touch this. Like, I was just like, well, damn. Me and the baby mama growing closer, and eventually I started hanging with her. The dynamic was kind of like, I wouldn't do shit all day besides like get my shit ready to go to school or whatever. And then Dum Dum would be working. Like, it was like a fucked up dynamic. But with the dynamic being that, like, I feel like she finally thought like, I'm better than her. Like, that's the energy she was giving off. She was finally happy that she was up and I was down. I started hanging with the baby mama all day. She was hanging around with this other girl. We're gonna call her Drea. So baby mama cousin always came around. We're gonna call her cousin Tip. So baby mama cousin, he was about like 35 or something. At this time, I was smoking cigarettes, miserable smoking cigarettes. I was making really poor decisions, like really, really bad decisions. Tip used to try to talk to me all the time. Like, he would try to lure me in with the cigarettes and like,
oh yeah, I want to talk to you. I wish your number, da da da.
Like, always trying to talk to me. Mind you, this rabbit hole finna go so deep. I hope y'all can keep up. Right before I came around, Tip was talking to this other girl. We're gonna call her Brit. They did what they did. They had their little relationship, whatever. And Brit was very much obsessed. She was obsessed with Tip. I have no idea why. She thought Tip was so fine, girl. This is how small the world is. Because Brit and my best friend Bree, they were friends. So Brit and Bree knew each other. So I would be talking to Bree and Bree would be talking to Brit too. Bree would be asking me about this dude Tip, talking about Brit saying he looked like August Alsina, he fine, he this, he tall, he light skin, he got money, da 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 da. Brit dragging it. He looked like T.I. crackhead cousin, if anything. He do not look like no August Alsina. He do not have money. Like I had just came around and I don't know what went on. I don't know how he played her. Like, I don't know anything that's happening. Drea stay up the street. Drea would always come pick us up every day. Mind you, they cool with Britt. This was the fakest group of quote unquote friends that I ever came across. So it was very clear what the dynamic was. It was obviously, before I came around, it was obviously Drea and baby mama. They was like this, obviously. And Britt was like more so the outcast. Then I come around and I guess it looked like I clicked up with Drea and the baby mama and Britt was still the outcast. Britt would come around, you know, it would be real awkward. She would come around with her daughter, like just asking about Tip, talking about Tip, asking the baby mama, cause you know that's Tip's cousin. She would just lie about everything. She would just lie about so many things. Like she would lie about the relationship, lie about him giving her money, just, it was really embarrassing. But when I tell you, they would be all up in Britt's face, talking to her, just like,
yeah, girl, fuck him, da da da. I know that's my cousin, but fuck him, da da da.
And when this girl Britt leave, they would tear her apart. They would just tell all her business. Like, it was so much mess and drama. It was draining me, and I wasn't even in the mess and drama yet. It was kind of like I was living two lives. It was like I had this life over here with like baby mama, Britt, Drea and them, Tip and all them, and then I would go back to Dum Dum house and just like be miserable over there all day. And it really got to a point where me and Dum Dum wasn't even talking. Like I'm in her house and she not even talking to me. Resting bitch face on 10. I don't know if her problem was that I was hanging out with her brother baby mama. I think that that was the main issue. The fact that she didn't like her and that I was hanging around her. And it was like, girl, what don't you like her for? Because essentially, her brother baby mama is doing the same thing to Dum Dum family that she was doing to Dre and Devontae family. It was acting crazy, the police getting called, them fighting, the family all up in the relationship drama, sneaking into the house, breaking into the house. It was like you getting a dose of your own medicine. Like, I don't know if that's where you got it from, but you getting a dose of your own medicine because she act just like you and you can't even see that. Okay, wait, cause we gonna pause. I just watched a little bit back, and when I'm saying Drea, it sounds like I'm saying Dre. I do not want y'all to get confused, so we gonna change Drea to like Lissa. We're gonna change her name to Lissa. So it's Lissa, Britt, and the baby mama, okay? Those are the three girls. Tip is the baby mama cousin. So when they come, Lissa finna come pick us up again, and before Lissa come, the baby mama telling me like, Britt asking questions about you. She asking if you talk to Tip and why do Tip like you. And Lissa said she was talking shit about you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, for what? For what? So I get on the phone. I'm telling my friend Bree everything because once again, my best friend Bree is Britt's friend. Like, they're cool too. So I'm telling her, like, I'm like, okay, so like, has she been like saying anything about me? Okay, so Britt and Bree have been cool since middle school also. Britt was kind of like my friend Brianna's version of a Chelsea, just really not a good friend. So before this, I had only met Britt twice, and she actually tried to bond over the fact that we had a friend in common, which was Bree. And I heard that she was talking shit. I was very much confused because I didn't even know the girl. So baby mama over there trying to hype me up, like, you should say something to her, you need to check her, da 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 da. But I'm just like, no, I'm gonna sit back and observe because I don't know the full story. So when I call my friend Bree and tell her everything, she tells me that she haven't talked to Britt in a couple of days, but she'll call her, and knowing Britt, like, she'll bring it up and she'll give me that side of the story so I can know and have both sides before I actually say something or confront Britt. Lissa come pick us up, take us back to her house. Fast forward, Britt come over. It's me and Tip in his car with the windows down, Jody baby mama in the back seat, and Lissa standing outside, like leaning up on the car. So we all outside. Britt coming, she like,
oh, you got her in the passenger seat? You got her in the passenger seat? That's what we doing now? Really?
bitch, what? Anybody could have been sitting in the passenger seat. It was just because, like, I'm new, like, I just started coming around. Because if Lissa was sitting in the passenger seat, nothing. If Jody baby mama was sitting in the passenger seat, nothing. So she trying to make a scene, and she trying to go back and forth with him, and he not even paying her, like, no mind. He not paying her attention. So she gets even more mad because he not giving her attention. So she started going off.
That's why your D was whack. That's why your D small and blah, blah, blah.
It was just a lot. It was like she was trying to square up on this nigga. Now, Britt was a big bitch, okay? Britt had to be 6 foot. She was a big bitch. And he was about 6 foot. So he was dead ass trying to square up on this nigga, and it was a whole lot. Now I kind of have drama over here, and then like tension is rising up in Dum Dum house. And I'm just like, I don't like this. Like, this is way too much. So at this point, Dum Dum had been working for about 2 weeks. And I swear on this day, it was her payday. So she get up early and she leaves.
Okay, she get up early and she leaves. She gone for about 3-4 hours. She come back. By the time she come back, everybody in the house is up. Me and baby mama on the couch talking, and all of a sudden the door fling open, and it's Dum Dum. So Dum Dum come in. She give me like resting bitch face, and she mug baby mama and glide up the stairs, whipping her hair. Like, let me go up in her room and get my stuff, because she like to come in, lock her door, and then take 15 minutes to open it when I just need to run in to get something right quick. So I go in, I'm getting whatever I need, and she just walking around the room like flinging her hair on me, whipping her hair on me.
Like, somehow our relationship just becomes strained. I swear, it's like I woke up and it was like that. Like, no time had passed, no tension had built up in between this, and nothing. Like, it wasn't the fact that I was staying with her at this point. At one point I think it was, but at this point it wasn't, because it had only been like 2 weeks.
At the time, I had been there for 2 weeks, and say the job fair, it was on a Monday. This girl literally started acting funny on that Thursday, and that threw the energy out for the rest of the time that I was there.
Really not trying to play this girl or nothing. Like, y'all, this is for real. Before I met this girl, she did not give the bougie energy that she was giving. The girl was just trying to single white female me. If y'all had never seen that movie, go watch that movie, okay? Or go watch Obsessed, or go watch The Roommate, because it was given that. Down the line, it was to the point where she started wearing her hair half up, half down, started wearing big old hoops. If I got a pair of shoes, she literally ran to the mall and got the same pair of shoes. Literally. That's what I did not like, going shopping with this girl, because she would literally get the same clothes as me in a different color and be like,
oh, well, I'm getting it in this color, so you shouldn't mind.
we not finna be walking around like the Doublemint twins. She only wore studs. I asked her, like, why you don't wear hoops or nothing?
I don't like hoops. I don't feel like they fit my face.
You should do your hair different, because she always wore like this one hairstyle. I'm just like, you should do it different. I just would ask her, you know, like, why you don't wear makeup, da 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 da.
Oh, I don't feel like I need makeup. I don't even know how to do makeup.
Got her into makeup. Like, girl, it's a lot. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I forgot to mention that some of Britt people, like her baby daddy people, lived in the same apartment complex as Lissa. Britt was not cool with them no more, because I think Britt was the reason that he was even in jail. But Lissa was cool with them. So the lady would be over, I think it was like his baby, I think it was Britt's baby daddy auntie or something. Basically, that lady would be at Lissa house. So the lady was at Lissa house. Britt came over, saw the lady, got mad. Like, it was beef. Like, what you doing here? The fuck? They started going back and forth about Britt baby daddy, and she the reason he in jail, and she ain't nothing but a hoe, and she F everybody, and da 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 da, STDs. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. The lady bring up how she was having sex with Tip, the cousin. She like,
how you know that? You bitches is up in here talking about me.
So Britt cussed them out and leave. But with this group of friends, they cuss each other out and act like it never happened. I don't get down like that. You cuss me out, we got a problem. But Britt still came back. She was still cool with them. That's more for part 3, so stay tuned for that, because it get messy.
Meanwhile, back in the lowlands,
me and Dum Dum, like, we haven't had drama. It's just like the tension is high with us. If Dum Dum was just like chilling around the house or whatever, she would always be in her mom room. Like, it came to a point that she would always be up in there. One day, I swore I was walking up the stairs and I heard them talking shit about me. It happened more than one time. I'm getting ahead of myself. First, it started with like little shit, like her giving me like a blanket and pillows to sleep on the floor. I totally get that, because like, it's a lot for all of us to be trying to cram into that bed. So whatever, I'm sleeping on the floor now. Then she started asking me like,
have you seen $20? Or have you seen these batteries? Or have you seen my face scrubber?
Mind you, I got you the face scrubber, and I bought the batteries for the face scrubber. I felt like she was just really trying to insinuate that I was taking stuff. Everybody be in and out this house. Little do you know, they be in and out your room because Jody baby mama always used to tell me like,
yeah, I had to use Dum Flat Iron, or yeah, I had to borrow some tissue out of her bathroom.
so that means you had to walk up into her room and then go in her bathroom. Your brother be in and out, everybody. Your mama be in and out. So why is you only asking me? Like I said, her batteries out of her face scrubber was missing. So I'm like, what the fuck would I need batteries for? So she was like,
Have you seen the batteries that go up in here? Like, are you sure you haven't seen them? Because they were just in there and like all of a sudden they missing.
no, I haven't seen her. I told her like 3 times. So she go in her mom room and she come back and ask me again. Like, are you sure? Like, because they were just in here. She really like flipping her room upside down for these batteries. And I'm just like, what the hell is this girl trying to insinuate? She ends up calling one of her daughters in the room and she was like,
Have you seen these batteries? Like, if you took them out, like, where are they? Da 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 da.
so the little girl opens the dresser drawer, go under some clothes up into the back, and lo and behold, it's some batteries. No apology, no my bad, nothing, because she blatantly accused me. Okay, so I let that slide. Once somebody know you stole something before, whether or not you stole it for them or you stole it for yourself or whatever, because like I said, in my Walmart, I got caught stealing story. I was with her. In that story, I named her Elantra. But this was Dum Dum. This was Dum Dum too. So I feel like when people know that you stole and you can steal and you're capable of stealing, like you always the prime suspect. Like, girl, I don't steal from people. Like, calm down. Shit was so damn annoying. Every now and then she would just be like,
I'm missing $20. Or I'm missing this. Where's my necklace? I can't find my stud earrings.
first of all, I don't even wear silver, so you could cut it out. Like, you could stop it. At that time, she was wearing nothing but silver jewelry. Never seen me with stud earrings in your life. Like, not as like my main earring. I don't wear stud earrings right here. You missing $20? Put your purse up. Everybody's in and out your room. That's why I hid my stuff. I had to hide my stuff at her house, deep in her closet, because I knew everybody was in and out of her room because her lock had broke on her door. So I forgot to mention that, like, when the school and the financial aid people had called me to let me know that I could not go to school for the first semester, second start, that shit really, really made me depressed. Like, I got even more depressed because it's like, damn, I really could have got that job at academy and like been at least working, but now I'm not going to school and I'm not working right now, so I was just like really, really depressed. I swear to God, I hated this so much. I have no idea why this girl did this, but she would always go tell at least one of her kids, most of the time the oldest, to come and get me like I was a child. Telling her kids, like, go get Tatiana and tell her to come here. And I'm just like, why this girl can't call me herself? Like, is your vocal cords too good to scream? Because I know they not. The way you be going crazy, I know they not. I told y'all this girl not too long ago, like last year or some shit, came to Devontae's house when I was sick, told her daughter to go up in the house, called her daughter's phone, told her daughter to walk up in the room that I was in. Instead of bringing her ass in the house, she did all of that. Told her daughter to walk in the room that I was in just to like try to cuss me out. Girl. She was just like,
I just want to know, like, if there's a problem, because I feel like there's a lot of tension between us. You just walk around here looking mad all the time. Like, I don't even understand why.
So this is the very first time that I'm like, I wanted to go home. Okay, so I was like, girl, like, this is why I need my own space, because people not happy all the time. Like, nobody walk around with a smile permanently attached to their face. Like, I'm going through things. This was still in the midst of the whole next door situation. I was still worried about that. They just told me I'm not going to school. I don't have that job. So like, I'm trying to think like how I'm about to get my life together. Very like depressed and stressing and not knowing what to do. Like, I'm hanging with Jody baby mama to get my mind off of shit, and it's nothing but drama over there, and I'm miserable over there too. But like, I'm just trying to take my mind off of what I'm going through.
You know you can talk to me if you need to talk to me.
And I'm like, girl, you walk around with a resting bitch face. Like, I don't even know if I could even speak to you. So yeah, we just having this little talk, and like, she just trying to clear some stuff up, and she just telling me like,
you don't have to go home. Like, I don't want you to feel like I don't like want you to be around here or whatever. I just don't like this energy.
She telling me that she don't like the energy when she created the energy. She started walking around with her head held high like her shit don't stink. I was just like, okay, this is new energy. We have that talk and shit goes kind of back to normal for like a few days. But after that, same shit keep happening. Shit keep coming up missing. She keep asking me about it, really trying to check me about it. Girl, the first time you tried to check me and ask me about it, your daughter did it. I suggest you check around a little more. Then I just started staying out of her room altogether. Like, I started sleeping on the couch. The only thing that was in her room was my stuff. Then she started like closing her door. I think she bought a new lock for her door. Yeah, she ended up buying a new lock and locking her door. So I would have to like knock on her door, wait for her to answer it, because she was always busy. It always took her 10-15 minutes to open the door when I just really needed to run in and grab something, or I needed to use the restroom. Really, things is like getting worse with us. I barely even go in her room just because like I felt like I was getting accused so damn much, and she didn't flat out say like,
I think you took this and I want you to give it back, or I know you took this and da-da-da.
It's just the passive aggressive way she would ask.
Like, have you seen this? You sure you haven't seen it? Are you sure you haven't seen it? Because it was just right there. Like, I just seen it the other day, and we the only ones that be up in here.
We are not the only ones that be up in here, ma'am. Slow down. This was just the beginning of the BS. Whew, it is so early. Ooh, look at this. Go away. Look at me trying to make it like I cared about school. Oh my God, I need to go to school. Girl, you fucking around. I'm finna go to school. No, I'm not trying to be part of the family. Ew, imagine. Ugh. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I just imagined. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Like, what? My neighbors is arguing, y'all. I really hope my phone do not pick that shit up. If it do, I'm sorry, because I'm definitely finna try to talk over them. I don't even get, like, they argue so much. It's not even fun to be nosy. Put your ear to the wall and see what they arguing about, because it's shit that I never heard. Y'all, it gets down.